Raut's arrest, Pravin Raut's arrest in Patra Chawl case led to Sanjay Raut's transactions are linked to Pravin Raut, his wife, and his wife to Sanjay Raut and kin. Now remember, more details coming in with regards to how Sanjay Raut failed to explain details of flat purchased in Dadar. He couldn't explain the Alibaugh beach plot in wife's possession as well. In fact, Pravin Raut suspected to be a front for influential persons, and Raut made payments to politically exposed people. Bhavtosh joins us live. We put out these very, very explosive details, Bhavtosh, and perhaps the grounds on which the ED has gone ahead with this arrest. 83 lakh rupees paid to Varsha Raut from Madhuri's account, and Varsha returned all of these funds to Madhuri after ED probe started. So more details coming to light. Just put this in perspective for our viewers this morning.
The arrest that happened, Pravin Raut, Enforcement Directorate close to Sanjay Raut, and it was because of that that Sanjay Raut is now in the talks. Remember, Pravin Raut was one of the directors of Guru Ashish Constructions, and it was a company that was a sister concern of HDIL. And Guru Ashish Construction was a company that went into a tripartite agreement with MADA. Now, Pravin Raut was in fact given around 100 crore rupees by HDIL. Now, Pravin Raut then subsequently gave an unsecured loan through his wife to Sanjay Raut. And once ED started investigating this case, Varsha Raut then returned that money to Madhuri Raut, the wife of Sanjay Raut. Now, this money trail has been well tracked and documented by the Enforcement Directorate. And when Sanjay Raut was specifically asked why Varsha Raut returned this money to Madhuri Raut, he could not explain that. More importantly, the manner in which cash transaction was used to buy the Alibaugh property on Kim Beach is something that Sanjay Raut could not explain. People who had sold this land or this beach property, their statements have been recorded by the Enforcement Directorate. There's another one important development. Pravin Raut, over a period of time, had paid for international travel, hotel accommodation and domestic travel of Sanjay Raut, his family members, his wife and his daughters travel abroad and here in India. All this detail is with the Enforcement Directorate, and when Enforcement Directorate confronted this to Sanjay Raut could not explain this. And there are other several instances where they have found that Sanjay Raut shares a very close relationship with Pravin Raut. Now, Sanjay Raut was given a whopping 100 crore rupees by HDIL when he had already exited that company. Now, it's being said that this was only done because of his close proximity with Sanjay Raut.
These are sensational details, Bhavtosh. Also, information coming in on how Pravin Raut's funds were also used for tickets and hotels of politically exposed people. The Alibaugh land was bought with cash in 2010 to 2012 after HDIL paid to Pravin Raut. So those are the kind of details we're talking about. And Shivani is also joining us live from outside the ED office. Shivani, to sum it up, the Enforcement Directorate wants to look into the redevelopment of the Chawl and also the transactions, linked to Sanjay Raut's wife and associates. So that's pretty much the crux of where the entire case really lies at the moment. As far as the ED action is concerned, what are the scenes that you're picking up this morning?
Well, here the cars are set. In fact, while Sanjay Raut will be taken to Mumbai's JJ hospital to, do his medical, where along with the medical testing, a COVID test will also be taking place. And as we are seeing, huge security that has also been imposed. The cars are set. There are the special branch officials. Those are also here. He will be assisted by Enforcement Directorate officials as well. But here we are seeing that there are few people, those were there till late midnight here by the time Sanjay Raut got arrested, who are his supporters and party workers. Those are still here present at the moment. They tried also to go ahead and meet Sanjay Raut, but they were not allowed by the ED officers. But here at the moment, Sanjay Raut shortly will be taken to JJ hospital for his medical, and later will be produced before the court where the ED will be seeking his custody for them, for the further inquiry, for the further questioning simultaneously. Well, talking about this Patra Chawl case particularly, what we are given to understand that even yesterday we saw that how Varsha Raut also was questioned about the same, about the money trail transaction that took place in her account from the accounts of Pravin Raut and his wife. This was regards to the 58 lakh rupees of amount. And yes, of course, the same questioning also took place with Sanjay Raut, which he did not really cooperate with the...
So as we continue picking up more on the line of questioning by the Enforcement Directorate. For the moment, let's quickly shift our focus back to what this case is all about. My colleague Poonam Burde will now take you through this explainer and tell you about the alleged land scam, how it unfolded, and the key players involved in the case. Take a look.
Now, why exactly is Sanjay Raut under the ED scanner? We'll tell you what exactly this alleged scam is and how it all unfolded. Now, this is about the redevelopment of the Patra Chawl in Mumbai. It was a tripartite real estate deal that was signed between the Patra Chawl Society, MHADA, which is the redevelopment agency of the government in Maharashtra, and a private company called Guru Ashish Construction Private Limited. Now, this is the company that was... Then director of this company was a friend of Sanjay Raut, Pravin Raut, who's now been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. 138 crore was taken from buyers as a booking amount by this particular organization. Total proceeds of the crime, as the ED looks at it, is at 1,039.7 crore rupees. Now, what he did was he decided to let go of the deal that he had signed with MHADA. Instead, sold this land for over 900 crores to 9 other buyers and developers. That is Pravin Raut for you, who was then director of Guru Ashish Private Limited. He received 100 crore rupees from HDIL accounts as well. He was the then director, like I said, and a close aide of Sanjay Raut. He then distributed the 100 crore that he received from the HDIL accounts to several of his associates. Part of that 100 crore that was distributed to his associates, 1/4 of it, one chunk of it also went to his wife, which is Madhuri Raut. She transferred a certain amount to Sanjay Raut's wife. 83 lakh rupees is what she gave to Sanjay Raut's wife as part of an interest-free loan. It was transferred to Raut's wife after ED started snooping around, after ED realized that there was something amiss here. Varsha Raut, who's Sanjay Raut's wife and is also now under the scanner of the Enforcement Directorate, transferred about 55 lakhs back to Madhuri's account. Now, the ED believes that this 83 lakh rupee loan, interest-free loan that Madhuri gave to Varsha Raut, was used by the Rauts to buy flats in Mumbai and in and around Mumbai. One such flat that is under the scanner and is attached by the Enforcement Directorate is that of the Dadar area. So this really is how the scam unfolded as far as the Enforcement Directorate's investigation is concerned.
All right.